Hello, everybody, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 5 of Plots in Darkenhaven Wolves in the Vault. The story so far? Well, in the Season 1 finale, the custodians found the Legistre sur Nu'ul, or the Ledger of Nothing, after fighting and capturing Talolia, Saffron's stepmother. They were visited by Elphineas Gu with a warning and a quest to uncover the cultists before they destroy Darkenhaven. Talolia had the power to erase people from existence and fell prey to this herself while being captive by the party. Sigismund was the only person who remembered her until recently when Saffron confronted them about her stepmother's whereabouts. In season 2, episode 1, the party found out that Avasuna San had taken on a new identity as Miro Sakani, head of the Gem Cutters Guild. They fought mind mollusks that got out of control when Avasuna used them to remove his own knowledge of the Ledger of Nothing. We recently found out from the Baron that this is why he had been hunted by the Wiwuan Empire. He had brought this tome to Darkenhaven. In season 2, episode 2, the information broker and barber Cuthbert had his shop attacked by technic fireflies that used illusions. The party found that a gnome named Zaponius Blamboodle had commissioned these machinations. The riots and lockdown sparked by the fires and mistreatment of the prisoners made it unsafe for the party to return to Boogerton. In, in season 2, episode 3, the party confronts Zaponius Blamboodle and his siblings to learn that Shade Blamboodle had dealings with a woman named Veliaa Void Spiral. She began to learn from her and found that the void magics and the nether flow were intoxicating. Shade enlisted Zampodius to help attain the fireflies in trade for help freeing their brother Mesmo. Veliaa gave them a week to get the Legistre Sunu'ul and said to bring it to the sacrament in the sewers, which let the party know where the cult will be meeting for later reference and a later episode. The party returned to Boogerton and struck a deal with Baron Soulshade. He spoke on their behalf and returned the locals' trust in them as the magistrates. And then in the last episode, season 2, episode 4, the group investigated a lead from Baron Soulshade. Now for the slimy creatures you faced in Avasuna San's new abode. That is another matter altogether, he said. Someone who helped him pull off the switcheroo took advantage of the situation. A visit to meet Lollipop Chop Shop Sweets, or Sweetmeat Treats in Middentown might prove more on that front. They found that Lollipop was possessed by a demon of the void by the name of Zorvalax the Hunger, Void Lord of Nu'ul. In defeating the demon, Lollipop was freed and confessed to providing a woman named Veliaa Void Spiral the mind mollusk meringues, and Sigismund offered to introduce her to an I've Been Possessed support group led by Joss's wife, Emily Quickenfinger.
No, that's not a thing. That's a thing. I was
Yeah,
with most of
no.
this not being in English and like needing a translation, and then once we got
Yeah,
to the I've been possessed support group,
yeah, no,
you broke me.
no.
All right, well, carry
We've
on.
had a lot of possessed people.
We had a lot of that in season 1.
I really feel like there
It
needs to be
seems to
some
be going
awareness made
around.
about this if there's support groups for it. Like, holy cow.
Yeah, yeah. What are the
All right,
Okay,
Carrie,
qualifications,
good
man?
job, Corey. You broke me.
sorry. Thanks for holding with me until then. All right. Other things to remember. Godfrey sent for Insavinor, and the two had something else going on during season 2, episode 3. When Insavinor returned, he expressed some distrust of the former ally and cleric, Godfrey. Insavinor currently carries the Legistre Sunu'ul. Dulcinea owes the Oath of Blood some sort of technic creation, for a favor that they bestowed upon the group. And then the other big thing of note is that people's memories and identities are in Darkenhaven are being manipulated, likely by the cult that seems to be led by this Veliaa void spiral. All right, so we'll stop there and we'll do some character introductions of who is playing tonight. Go ahead and give us a little bit about Dulcinea first.
Hello, everybody. Dulcinea Darkenstrahlen. I am a softling out of Sunestia, and I came aboard to Darkenhaven with Stam's uncle on his ship, so that's kind of how we met. And I am a Technic artificer. I'm hanging out with the custodians. It's fun.
All right, and Stam.
Yep, I'm Stam. I'm a fusilier, so a couple of magical pistols I use to beat down anybody that needs it. I consider it a form of therapy for them and for me. And I may be grumpy, but it's nothing a little bit of whiskey can't cure.
All right, and returning from our lost episode, tell us about Fehana or
I
Fehana.
am Fayana Silveranth, and as you may recall in that lost episode, we had gone looking for my uncle, which was a bittersweet ending, and I'm still a little broken up about it. But we learned the value of cookies. So,
Nice. And having them
yeah.
as props for the game.
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. I came prepared today.
Awesome. And lastly, Bonder.
Hey, so I'll be playing Bondor Strack. He is a blue fighter barbarian. He ends up having purple war paint over his face. He is a Garoond, and so he generally stands at least head and shoulders above those around him. And we'll find out what his motives are here shortly in game, I'm sure.
All right. So before we get into scene one, I just want to thank all the contributors from the GUI Cube Contributors Guild and those who are on the GUI Cube Facebook group, because tonight's encounter was written in part by a lot of those contributors and hopefully does not kill the party. So without further ado, we'll do the opening of scene one. If you're in Roll20, those of you, you might scroll all the way down and all the way to the right, and that will get you to the custodian's
Ah,
abode. You might have to zoom. It might look just like a black screen right now.
Oh, magic.
Magic. There it is. Okay. I forget that every time before we start the recording, but all right.
Damn, you guys.
So, so we'll start with scene one at the condemned building, and we start our tale as we often do in the condemned building that the custodians call their home, across from Flaxen Wagon Alley. And Savinor has excused himself, stating he has pressing business elsewhere, and what's that other guy's name?
Sigismund?
Sigismund, right?
He's the one I normally hide behind.
and,
Well,
and
squishy person.
Sigismund has expressed some concern in the past about Savinor carrying the Ledger of Nothing, and has decided to try and follow and see what he's getting up to.
Yeah, because Batman's stealthy.
Yeah, Sigismund's real stealthy. The blood-touched child who showed up at the end of last episode is sitting at the dining table eating voraciously. You've learned that his name is Draggy Catsclaw. Let me share this to the players here.
aw.
And he leads a gang known as the Emberken Street Kid Gang. Another guest has also arrived. Bonder Strack, a Garoond who has a history with Stam that we'll learn about in a second.
We all will learn about that in a second.
Me too.
Whew.
Draggy speaks up through a mouthful of bread. You're all very kind. I could eat an ogre. It hasn't been so lucky lately with the food since we stopped swiping pastries from Chop Chops. Caden told us something was wrong with them. As if on cue, another child, uh, there we go. Another child comes crawling through the window. He is dressed in robes and wears a pointy hat. This food looks fine, though, he begins, and begins to help himself to the custodian's kitchen. And
Wow,
that
I thought
is
my family members ate a lot.
and that is Caden. Uh, a knock on the door interrupts any objection you may have as Caden says, "That'll be Alex. He's a wood elf, and though he doesn't know much about his kind, he prides himself on a sense of propriety, even when robbing people." And
We all appreciate that.
Best business practices and all.
Satisfied customers.
and then Alex Arrowflint also comes into the custodians. And then following closely behind Alex with a concerned and questioning look on her face is Fayana, an old companion of the custodians.
Hi, guys. Do you remember me? My uncle, the fun we had? I brought cookies.
I don't think I was there, but thank you for the cookies. These kids will love it.
I'll
Kids.
remember you for cookies.
Kids, what have you guys been up to since I've been here?
Oh, no.
Oh.
None of us are compatible in that way. Thank you.
You never know.
I am way too young for that.
Well, the cookies aren't poison, so people should enjoy them.
That's always
Thank
good.
you.
I just like
Cookies?
offering that kind of information.
Says Alex as he kind of snags the whole plate of cookies and takes them over to the table. and all three children begin to devour said gifted cookies.
I
Put a few in
swipe
my
them.
pack if anybody wants one.
I'll make sure I get
Uh,
one.
GM, quick question. Am I inside the
Yeah.
tavern right now? Okay, I am.
You are.
You're in
Awesome.
our front
So
room.
perfect. So when Fayana goes over and walks on in, I'm probably in the middle of finishing up some nice, completely black coffee with an exorbitant amount of sugar and cream inside of it. Um, on the
And whiskey.
just a little bit. I probably have finished up like 3.5 servings of bacon. Because that's how both Lawrence and any character I play roll.
As
I
long
wish
as you don't expect me to make it, because most things I make blow up.
that's okay. I mean, hey, I like explosive flavor in anything that I taste. Um, but he goes over and looks up and he looks at Fayana, and there's a look of recognition as Jen and I will go ahead and decide what our backstory is. Jen, would you mind rolling a D10 for me real quick?
Me?
Yes. I have a D10 table that's going to decide what our backstory is, and we're just going to play
5.
it live. 5.
He probably knows all of us.
So Fayana and Bondor were cellmates briefly in the wrong place in the wrong time. We shared a jail cell overnight and decided to become friends afterwards. So,
One bed trope, huh?
oh, exactly.
See,
So at which
now,
point
I would
Bondor looks
believe
up
that
and
is
goes,
Sam.
looks at Bondor looks up and looks at Fayana and goes, "Oh, what do you know? I guess they just let anybody out of Darkenhaven prison nowadays."
Have
Well,
you
I mean,
learned
we
to
are
use
close
soap?
to lockdown.
Yeah, it looks like
Listen, the soap was on the ground. I wasn't picking it up, not even if you were in the cell with me, okay? He does stand up and probably leans down a little bit, make sure he's not going to hit his head on anything, and comes on over, wrapping up Fayana in a big old hug and making sure that her back cracks several times audibly before, just the same way that like I greet any young lady in the GUI community. Um,
Can
he
confirm.
goes, well, what trouble you been into?
I lost my uncle recently.
Well, do you need help finding him?
No, we already did that.
Oh, it's your uncle's dead.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry about that.
yeah.
Did you like him?
Uh, yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
kind of
okay.
liked him up until the end there. It was kind of cool. Oddly, there were a bunch of kids in there too. They're the same kids, right? They're
They don't look like broken um, uh, glass shardling
yeah, no.
abominations. No.
Good, good. That's good.
Well, I
That's
got some
good.
breakfast dessert coming on out. You want to grab a seat and we can catch up a little bit?
Breakfast dessert? What the hell is that?
Well,
It's some Darkenhaven thing, but they don't make the portions big enough, so I just figured I'd order more.
I'll sit with you. Well, we'll see what they bring out. How's that?
Sounds good. We are in Darkenhaven, by the way, right?
Yeah.
We
Yes,
are.
you are in
We're
Yeah.
Darkenhaven.
Mhm.
Okay, just making sure. I'll go over. I'll sit down, offer, wait for Fayana to sit first, and then I'll go over and I'll pour her just a straight black cup of coffee, all the way up to the brim with no room for anything else, and then just
Perfect.
and then just give her that smile
um,
of just like,
who are you ordering from? You're in
hmm,
our house. I am not a short order cook. I'm just short.
why am I in somebody's random house?
you're in
Corey,
you're in the custodians of the condemned home, and Jen's or sorry, Stammond uh, from another D10 roll. So Stammond, give us a D10 roll.
it's gonna be
all
awesome if you
right.
all share the same stuff. I apologize. I thought we
Uh,
started like every place in an inn.
the number is 7.
All right. An owed favor. One of you owes the other something big. Obviously, Jen's owes me. I mean, that's
It's possible.
although it probably makes more sense that like, oh yeah, so you owe me the favor, and I asked you, like, hey, can I crash at your place tonight as I'm passing through Darkenhaven? At which point I will go through since I have now realized I'm not in an inn and open up my backpack. And he does go over and he pulls out what kind of looks like hardtack and puts it down on like a plate. But then he also has a little thing of powdered sugar, which he goes on over and kind of sprinkles it over. And then pulls out his lightning javelin and just puts it real close to the blade to the plate as there's a and now there's like seems like it's a little bit warm. And he goes, Here you go, breakfast dessert made by yours truly."
Don't trip a tooth.
I'm feeling full suddenly. But
Not a problem.
pocket cookie?
Hell yeah. What are the size of these cookies?
Palm sized.
Oh yeah, he puts it. He puts it in like a Tic
Oh,
Tac and then
yeah.
just swallows it, probably without chewing. Uh, at which point proceeds to go on over and eat his breakfast. Did you want some Dulcina? Made fresh.
No, thank you.
Oh,
I think all these cookies are gone now, says Draggy.
Yeah,
Guard
well,
pocket.
you need to find some more.
So,
I'm going to put you
well,
through to work cleaning up in there.
uh, thanks for the food, but we didn't really come here to just eat and clean your place. We heard that you helped people. This is the custodians of the condemned, right? You're like the magistrates of this area.
All right, boys, come
Never a
over
day
here.
off.
Oh, okay. Hey, grabbed up, and one of them like grabs something off the counter that may or may not be edible, just in the pot, and brings it in here. So everybody comes into the common room, and Draggy
Sit,
says,
spill.
um, and Draggy and the Emberkin Street Gang recount their experiences at the vault. We went to see Bird and Locke and see if they would spare us any food, but the doors were locked. And the place seemed closed down, said Draggy. Caden interrupts. So, of course, we went to break in. I conjured a mage hand to lift the latch, and on the window from the alley, and in a chastising tone, Alex finishes. And we were rewarded with for our intrusion by nearly being killed by werewolves. So we fled here to find help. Those of you who are locals and have some underworld connections, like you do, um, you know that when they bought the house 20 years ago, Bird and Locke initially struggled with some protection rackets that had made a name for themselves in the streets of the Myroon Triangle. Instead of bowing to these brigands, the couple pushed back with a clever twist. One night, when the Luneos shone full in its silvery white glow, um, they used disguises as magic to masquerade as werewolves, thus creating their thus greeting their would-be oppressors and put them to a fight. So they kind of have this reputation for kind of breaking the protection racket in Myroon Triangle. So, um, oddly enough, by pretending to be werewolves. Taking the initiative, they hunted down the extortion gangs and others on subsequent full moons, driving them from the Myroon Triangle. Curious onlookers saw the nocturnal goings on, spreading the rumor that the area was home to a pack of werewolves. Though this created much consternation initially, Vern and Locke went to find their way to show kindness to their neighbors, and in the absence of the former oppressors, gradually a stable peace took place in the neighborhood. As a result, the surrounding businesses looked out for the vault and enjoy new protection that comes from the proprietors of the vault. Though some may suspect the truth, all in the neighborhood continue to foster this fearsome reputation of them as lycanthropes. This news is very concerning because, as with Cuthbert's barbershop, the rumors are starting to take on a life of their own. In this case, you're fairly certain that the people who call the vault home are not dangerous, or at least they weren't when you last visited.
Hey, boys. Lycanthropy is a pretty serious thing to deal with. Are you sure what you saw?
Draggy says, "Yeah, they were definitely werewolves in there, and they tried to eat us, and we ran away."
Stam, this doesn't sound right.
Sure
Those
does.
folks weren't really that.
Yeah. I don't know. Think something's up.
I mean, lycanthropy can spread through a city pretty fast. This is something that probably needs to get dealt with immediately.
I only know one way to deal with it. If these are our friends, they might not. Well, they might not be our friends anymore.
Do you know who this folks? I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, I'm just passing through.
it could be something like those fireflies we dealt with too, though.
Oh, you mean there was something behind it all?
Yeah, they weren't really what we were seeing. It was something else.
That's
Um,
usually how life goes.
Yeah.
Bondur will kind of walk on over, just like kind of casually, and lean down into Stam's ear and be like, I mean, they're just kids. They probably didn't know what they saw.
Maybe not. We can go check it out if we need to.
Well, you want a little bit of help? I ain't got nowhere I gotta be for a day or two.
Well, just in case it's more trouble than we think. Yeah, it'd be good to have you along.
Sounds good. You ain't got a problem putting me up an extra night if it looks that way, do you?
There's a lot of empty rooms in this house.
We got plenty of room.
All right, sounds good. Well,
They're
Hey,
not all
Anna, you
clean.
hmm? Oh, the one I was in last night was just fine. It was a little far from Dulcia's, but we'll figure it out.
Kate just wants to leave blue all over the place again.
He's
I
got your
cleaned
name
up after
down
that
right.
cosplay. I just want to say I know it looked really bad at first, but I made sure that the maids didn't have to clean up what looked like a Smurf execution inside of the hotel room. Okay. Corey, edit in the picture of my cosplay here.
Quietly change out one of the
Beauty
pictures in the room.
It's the beauty of doing this as a recording. I can edit that to be whatever I want.
Gondor will go through. I mean, you have to have shame in order to be embarrassed, Corey.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Gondor will go through and finish up his coffee in a swig and finish up his pastries and be like, "Well, there ain't no time like the present. Might as well not wait till the full moon comes out." What is the moon phase right now, Corey? Give me a survival check or something like that on that.
It's actually full moon.
Oh, good.
Was last night. Yeah,
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get moving. You got
Yeah,
anywhere
but
you
is
need?
it daytime right now? Because dude over here is eating breakfast, and the kids are eating everything.
I was like, I'm
And you're
done.
not
This will
leaving
give
me
a
with the
chance for the
kids.
boys to clean up while we're gone.
Yeah, you're not leaving me with the kids. They'll make me clean up somehow. I already know how this goes. I'm coming with you. Plus, they're going to find my pocket cookies, and I don't want to lose my pockets. So let's go.
Okay,
I
Alright.
mean,
we'll
I
take
I
care
saw
of
how
the
you handled
place.
that one girl trying
Yeah,
to bully you.
if
and
I
it
find
didn't-
anything missing, I know where to find you. And remember, I'm small enough to go the same place as you go.
And I'll
Oh,
just
we-
shoot you.
You see Alex's eyes get really big.
Just remember, Alex, Dulcina, and gosh, what the heck is my race again? Garoon.
Or ruined.
And
You're
Garoondish is small but mighty, so watch it.
Here, kids, just to keep you busy. I think I've got a small toy. Here you go. Just something to calm you down. Just a little. See, they're not scary at
got-
all.
I got a toy for you too, boys. And he grabs a broom and hands it to him.
The wet rag. There you go.
All right, so
All right, you know
head off.
where we're going, Dulcina? Dulcinea?
Dulcinea.
Dulcinea.
Your name's going to be
Yeah.
different every time he says it.
100%. It's Dulcinea, not Dulcinea.
Leviosa.
All right, so you head on to Middentown. It takes you a little while to walk from Boogerton over to Middentown, but as you get to the road, which would be going up to the Maroon Triangle, the streets to become more and more crowded the closer you get to the Maroon Triangle. Then, as you head towards the vault on Dark Silver Road East, you find that the road is barricaded. Two heavily armed groups hold the end of this road. On the southern side is a group of city's guards led by Jalel MacNab. This grizzled veteran of the harsh climates of the North Garrisons is arguing with another commander wearing the livery of the Night Legion mercenary group, Villain de Martin. Beyond the barricades, it looks like a street party of some sort is occurring. People are dancing and celebrating something. However, the guards and mercenaries look as if they are keeping people out of the area while preparing to storm Dark Silver Road. Furthermore, the two groups of soldiers seem to be at odds.
Oh,
What
so
do you
I'm going to
do?
go ahead and beeline right up to not my dad. And I'm just going to go, hey, old man, there's a parade. That's the only reason you get out of the tower, don't it?
Oh, to Villian?
Jalel. Oh, no, to Jalel.
Oh, to Jalel. Okay.
Yeah.
Jalel goes, oh.
Background. That's the character portrait for my actual real life father. So I'm going to give him in, world, not crap, but, the other one. We only get so many swear words for this stream to keep it PG-13, so we're going to use them,
Strategically.
What did you say?
I'll say there must be a parade going out. That's the only way they get you out of that high tower you're working, ain't it?
No, there's something odd going on here, and I'm keeping the peace. Even though this mercenary group, and he points to the other one, are about to make me lose it.
I mean, I
Who
was
am
going
I
to say,
shooting
don't look
today?
very peaceful.
Hey, Stan, do you think they're going to notice us? Keep walking right by them.
Like past the barricade?
Yep.
At which point I will get
Being a
even
small person has
louder.
its advantages.
You're
Yeah,
a
I'm
little
sneaky.
smaller than me.
So, while Bonder is facing off with one of the guys, Dulcinea, you're kind of sneaking into the festival or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
So-
sneaky.
So give me stealth checks, those of you sneaking in, and Bonder, give me a perception check.
That'll do.
All right, you guys ready for this?
I got a
Brand
natural
new
20.
dice.
All right, 23.
Okay.
23.
We sneaky.
It's good to be a little person.
I'm just roguey.
Awfully ableist of you, Pam. I can be sneaky too. That 10 feet tall.
Dulcinea barely comes up to Bonder's knee.
We'll elaborate on that joke after stream. But anyway, perception. Bonder is going to go and roll a 13 for that.
All right. So with a 13, you get the feeling that there is some animosity between these two leaders, but for some reason, they're more concerned with each other than what's actually going on.
Yeah, I kind of want to just create more mayhem, so I'm going to go ahead and very loudly go, all right, I'm willing to bet that the Darkenhaven Guard couldn't take on the mercenary group of it's
The Night Legion.
the Night Legion, and I'd like boom that out.
So now give me a wisdom save.
Awesome.
That's not going to go well. No.
I have a +0 on this. Off the table. 14, not bad.
Not
Ooh.
bad. You feel as if you said that, as you're saying that they would be, you feel something wash over you, and then you almost believe it yourself before you remind yourself you're just stirring the pot and you don't really believe it. But you see something come over Jalal's face. Yep. And he goes, I take that bet. And he goes storming right over to Villian and just pokes him in the breastplate. And at that, nobody is watching Dark Silver Road anymore. Everybody, all of the soldiers are now wondering what's going to happen between the two of them.
I feel like this is going to be my best chance. Where would be if I wanted to try and basically follow where the rest of my party went, what's the best route? Would it be like to kind of loop around, maybe like Candle Lane, and maybe try and like kind of come back around through that alleyway in the back there?
Yeah, you could do that. And then, well, I mean, you're going to be squeezing through some alleys and between buildings, because where you're headed to is what's highlighted in yellow, which is the vault is labeled there MID MT-1.
Do we have we don't have any kind of form of communication devices or anything, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and I'll kind of loop back around. And I don't mind making some athletic checks and stuff like that. More than likely, after I get through the alleyway and stuff like there, I'll probably end up hopping over that, or I'll probably try and just scaling that building that's just north of mid MT2, and then try and basically get around to the back of it.
He's
Okay.
such a show-off.
All right. So you come around through there and make your way. As you do all that, give me an athletics check, and then the rest of you find your way into the Maroon Triangle. You see the well there, and then the front door as.
Oh, is that not bad? 11.
As Bonder comes kind of scrambling over a building to the west and kind of lands in the Maroon Triangle area and comes running up to you all.
Oh, the altitude here is killing me. All right. What are we doing?
Sea level.
What are you talking about?
That's what he means, the altitude. He's used to being in the mountains. This is where
Exactly.
sea level.
Oh, the air is too thick
Yeah,
here.
the air's too thick for
Exactly.
him.
I can't. There's too much salt in it. It's not clean. Like, ugh.
I think it's
Yeah,
perfect.
and the firehouse turns out a lot of.
Exactly. All right. What's the
It
plan?
doesn't blow this way. It goes the other way.
Okay,
We're
listen.
gonna go up to the door.
So it's easy to overlook this pub from the outside, squeezed as it is between two houses. A tall, shabby, half timber house, it still defies the gnawing ravages of time year after year. Only tall folk can look through the large window on the left as the ground floor rests upon a brick cellar.
What do I
A small
see?
you see
I have dark vision.
dancing forms inside. A small staircase leads to the door, decorated with an antique painting of a creeping wolf. The image is faded and the paint is peeling in spots. Beyond that door, the vault is a long, tube-like pub with high ceilings and dim lighting. A bench lines the right wall with two high tables surrounded by bar stools. And I think I'll wait till you go inside to read the rest of this.
I'll go through and I'll whisper down and go, hey, Dulcinea, you want to boost up?
Dulcinea,
That's right, Dulcinea. Do you want to boost up?
please.
All right. He'll go through and he'll like pick up Dulcinea. And
No
his
throwing
hand-
the softling.
Oh, of course,
just
of course.
lift.
Never.
Throw
Only,
her.
only respectfully. He is a little handsy. His hand slips a couple times, but get you up there.
Nothing new here.
So I'm guessing
right.
both me and Dulcinea can both look through the window right now and basically see inside.
Yep. An enticing ship's figurehead looms over the tables. A wooden wall behind the second table separates the front and rear areas. To the left, stools line the counter, which extends most of the way to the back. On the wall behind stands over 40 different types of whiskey, for which the vault is famous and infamous, especially for the daring mixes of that the regulars create. In the back, a wooden wall divides several booths. A dartboard hangs near the privy door at the far end of the room. A stairwell leads up to the owner's apartment, where they often lend spare rooms to their friends. At the end of the long room is an enormous albino werewolf, dancing as shadowy tendrils of magic spin around its strong but graceful form. Other shadows can be seen dancing from the room beyond.
Stam!
Yeah.
There's 3 bottles unopened of Strong Arm McGillen's.
That would be stealing, and we don't want to get in trouble.
These are our friends.
Oh, right. Anyways, what else do we see?
But I like where your head's at.
But that down there, that doesn't look right.
Holy shit! Look at that.
I'm moving forward to take a bigger look. Better
Right,
look.
Are we going
All
inside
right.
the? Are we going through the front door?
And
Yeah.
Nick,
Yeah, I'm
right-
at the door already.
right when Dulcinea gets to that doorway, we're gonna go on to initiative,
Huzzah.
which I can roll. I think I can just
Oh.
roll all at once in the system.
You should be able to.
Witchcraft.
So give me a second. Let me.
Let me go ahead and get my combat jacket on. Oh,
What?
there we go.
Oh my. Add turn.
Ooh, what's in
Turn
here?
order.
There it goes.
And oh,
12.
that's not right.
Whoa.
Hold on. I
I
gotta
think
do
we're
this.
outnumbered, folks.
I don't know. We want to go in that next room.
I
I'm
like
just
those
thinking.
odds.
I'll take on the one that rolled a 1.
Actually, I have advantage on initiative rolls.
All right.
Yep.
Give me a second. I will take your highest of the two and see what we got here. See where our turn order sends up.
Some poor schmuck got a 24.
I'll take that
Good
one.
luck going first.
Oh, Bonder gets the second roll. Okay.
Stam.
And sort those down.
Oh,
Stam.
that poor schmuck. I would hate to be that Stam character.
So, anyways, I
All
started
right.
blasting.
Hey, Stam?
All right, Scam,
Yeah,
you're,
so
you're
I
first.
was I was already at the door, and so they're like, "Hey, let's go in," and I'm like, "I'm already on it." So boom, I kick the door open, and so looks like a target-rich environment. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
You can see, well, from
I'm gonna
you,
move to here. I
you
think
should
that's
be able.
my full movement.
Yeah, I think you can see three of them.
Yeah, it sounds
No,
about
from
right.
yeah, I think you can
Yeah, I
I
only
can
can
see
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 two
three
of
probably
of
them.
them.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one is on the other side of a wall. All right, well, pistols are out and ready to go, but I don't. Do I see anything like hostile moving towards us?
No, they are all dancing this weird dance, and you see these tendrils of darkness coming off of them.
Do we hear any
If
music or anything?
you don't, you hear music from outside in the street party,
Hmm.
But not in
but
here. Nothing that they're
not in
dance. They're
here.
not in time to it.
No. Well, give me an Arcana check.
All right.
Anybody can give me an Arcana check.
Oh, I'm great at these.
9.
17.
17.
16.
All right. You get the sense that the music is responding to them.
Ooh.
The music outside and the street party, and Bonder, you now kind of feel this weird. When you said what you said before, and you started almost believing your own lie.
Yeah.
You can feel that same thing tickling the back of your mind.
Okay.
And when you see them dance, you know that their dance is affecting people somehow. And with your Arcana, you kind of link it to the music outside, and you're like, oh, the people outside are responding to them.
Do we have anything like this in the Grundis traditions where like tribal dances or anything like that where it's almost like a similar situation?
Yes, there are Garoond um, chanters that do chanting and can, uh, but the Garoon chants are more about like earth magic
Yeah.
and things like that. But they can shape the world around them, just not the minds of others, like these dancers seem to be.
Hey, Fehana,
Yeah.
this is kind of like the stone dances that the chanters in the hills will do. They're producing magic with their movements. They don't sit right with me.
Do we do a counter dance? Is this a dance off?
I'm
This
sorry.
would this would be on par for how
here.
Lawrence derails Corey's games.
Learning from the masters there. Okay, it's a dance off now. All
I mean,
right.
my point shoes are right here. Okay, years of it. Let's go.
Yeah,
All right.
the Bonder
Jens,
doesn't have a table currently.
you are still up, Jens. Go ahead. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna put up mage armor. Looks like we're itching for a fight.
Okay. So you move to there, do mage armor. Next. So the one right here that most of you can see um, is dancing, sees Dulcinea, and that the yeah, sees Dulcinea, and Dulcinea, you give me a history check.
21.
This is a spell dance. You have seen Hanata's spell dancers do things like this. It seems like this werewolf is now dancing intentionally uh, to create something later, and they seem to be eyeing you.
This isn't good.
And that's what they do. Dulcinea, your turn.
My turn. Really?
Why isn't Savanor in the trash can?
He's busy with spreadsheets.
Never where he's supposed to be. That's why.
Is it Dulcinea or is it Fejana, boss?
Oh, sorry. No, Dulcinea had a 20 and something else. Hold on. I'm going to take
I was
I'm
going to say,
seeing
you
a-
moved very
And I-
far.
the trash can,
Yeah,
that one.
An 11.
Oh, hold on.
That wasn't me.
There was a Dulcinea in my init order for some reason. I
I
don't
was
know why.
there. Now
Fejana.
I'm not there.
um, Lord.
They're doing spell dances, so maybe we need to disrupt that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So let's see.
Oh, they're definitely.
Oh, I
doing
can
that.
be very disruptive.
So I'm gonna go up in front and try to get them
Oh.
to dance a different dance with me.
Jen's ready for the dance off, Corey. Just give it to her.
I'm
give me-
leading.
So you're gonna go up and begin dancing,
Mhm.
and
Lots of
so
Darkenhaven. Take the lead.
Give me a performance check
God.
first, and
Um,
then we'll do a persuasion check to see what might happen.
I'm
Yeah,
proficient in this.
Bonder, I'm going to need some of that strong arm McGillen's after all.
24.
24
Ah.
performance. All right, and now a persuasion check.
Let's see. That one's a +2. 15.
15. All right. So you feel an engagement with this werewolf, and
Now you're married.
and you
Mm.
they do change their dance a bit, but you feel that now you're the one being threatened.
You feel funky.
So
Oh.
Play that funky music.
all right, and
It's weird. I'm on the
That's
beat now,
fair.
guys.
and
You're
if
about
you
to
look
get a beat.
on top of the table behind you is another werewolf that is dancing on top of the table.
As one does.
Yeah.
Hey, that's his
And-
job.
Hey, I remember college. Come on.
And that one is doing. And you notice that the two dances are different. The one dancing behind you gives you a sense of uh, corruption, and it starts to pattern its corruption. I guess it starts to pattern its dance after yours.
Oh, I'm setting a
And
trend,
you-
guys.
Very
And,
fashionable.
and now
Look
this
at you
one,
go.
this one actually completes
I've become
a
a woo girl,
dance
guys. Woo!
and will just launch. Ah, there we go. Give me a wisdom save, Fejana,
Oh, God. All right.
as this one here.
A 10?
That'll do.
That's not. gonna
That's
do
more
it.
than I used going up to it, okay?
True.
Maybe we should have opened the whiskey.
Cookie?
All right.
It's worth a shot.
Hey, do you have
They're actually gluten intolerant, so you just almost killed them.
Oh, well,
Keep
there's
giving
no
'em cookies
chocolate.
then.
There's sugar. There's sugar.
werewolves are canines, so chocolate.
Hey, give me a wisdom. Give me a wisdom
Damn.
save. That was a 10, right?
Yes.
That was your 10. Okay.
That is okay. Um.
Oh, okay. So you are now you are enthralled by this one here,
Ah, hell.
Yeah, they're
and
engaged.
you Now you have a negative 10 penalty to wisdom checks and perception checks.
Ow.
Small price to pay for fashion.
Okay. Thanks, community. That's mean. Nobody wants next. Ponder.
So my question is, I felt like we got a little liberal with the movement. Is there any way I can move up to either be standing over Dulcinea or in front of her?
Yes, I'll give you an extra 10 because you be right in front of her.
Yeah, perfect. From there, I'm gonna go ahead and call out with my booming voice. Um, this dance is an abomination on Darkenhaven. Cease it immediately. At which point I will go ahead and ignite my lightning javelin, and I'm guessing that one all the way in the back of the room is what we would assume to be like, oh, that looks like an alpha or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll do an attack roll on that one.
Okay.
Lightning javelin +7. Boop. 17 to hit.
17 does it.
Sweet. That's gonna be 1d6 +4. That's gonna be 6 plus an additional 46. First roll. 11. Second roll. 5, 16 damage on top of the initial.
Okay.
And at which point he's just going to very menacingly say, come here, puppies. Let's play. And I'll also go ahead and bonus action go into a rage.
All right. All right. This one will step out as something starts to happen. And
Does it disrupt the dance or anything like that? Or does also it took decent damage and whatnot. Didn't seem like it was resistant to any of it.
Oh, let me make a concentration check. Yep. Okay. This one here splits into multiple, like you see many copies of it dancing in tune.
That's hurting my eyes.
And let me give that an icon of something. There we go. That'll remind me. Okay. And then this one. Oh, good. It's time to get busy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 40, 45, 50. Double moves.
Also, after I throw my javelin, I also say, go get the stick, puppy.
This one, it comes as it kind of on all fours running at you. And as it gets to you, it's still moving in this very violent, like, dance that's more like hacking, slashing, and biting. But you can tell that it's rhythmic somehow. But it took all of its turn to get to you.
Hey, Stab?
Yeah.
I forgot to ask, did you bring silver bullets?
Well, they're arcane blasts. They should do the trick.
All right, thank you.
All right. Now this one with the same rhythmic, it didn't have to use double move to get to you.
Just
Doing that
Yay.
rhythmic
How many of these
hacking,
damn
slashing.
things are there?
Yep. All right. It's going to multi-attack Feyhana.
Yes, girl. Thank you.
Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants.
All right. So Feyhana, does a 14 hit you?
Oh, no. I have a 15.
All right. One claw missed.
I shimmied out of it.
I had you at 10 on the
And
10, but 15
the
probably
next
works.
claw is a 20.
Oh, that one might hit.
And then, so that claw hits you for 7 points of damage. And then let me
Okay.
go to the. Nope. The whirl of
You might wanna-
fang and claw. Okay.
You might want to do something other than dance now.
Yeah,
Um,
as soon as it comes back around, yeah.
Yeah.
and since it is currently dancing the whirl of fang and claw,
Oh,
using this dance, anytime you succeed with a piercing or slashing attack, that enemy must make a DC 5 plus damage taken. Damage is 7, so you got to do a 12 con save.
17.
All right, so you don't start bleeding that you can't, like at the end of the turn. And then a bite. The bite misses. It's a 4 on the die. All right.
Okay.
Now it's Dulcinea's turn.
Now it's my turn. Well,
All right, let's see
big
it,
man standing
Dulcinea.
in front of me, so that's good. But girlfriend over there's got 2 on her, so I'm gonna pull up my little magic, and I'm gonna throw flame at the one that just attacked.
Yeah.
So
15?
who came up with the disco werewolf party encounter?
Yeah. Who do we thank for this? With
I'll
cookies.
post it tomorrow. James is
good.
one of them, by the way.
Oh.
Why are we not surprised? So does
Well.
15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Nope.
Oh, which
Come
one? Oh, yes,
on.
that one does. That one does.
The
Yes.
one in front of
The,
Fayana.
the one that just attacked Fayana. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Avenge me.
13.
13 damage. And that is magical, correct?
Fire damage.
Fire damage. Okay.
And I'm not
Oh.
moving.
You're not moving. All right.
Nope.
And then
Yeah.
I'm stand
the last
just like I would stand behind Siggy. But
This
he would
one will
get out of the way.
This one will move to here. And just do a normal firebolt at Bonder.
Good luck.
Does a 17 hit you?
Yes, I have an armor class of 12.
All right, 7 damage.
Nice, got it.
He's probably got a lot of hit points like Siggy though.
I have a
And
few.
then at the bottom of the order,
More
the
than-
leader moves up to here,
Come here,
and-
puppy.
and you see and looks in this general direction where Bonder and one of the Fang and Claw dancers is,
Bring my stick
and
back to me.
starts to prepare a spell dance.
Cool.
Stam, you're back.
All right, let's get shooting. I'm gonna move right up here, and I'm gonna target this one that attacked Fayana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both pistols.
Both barrels.
First the right. That's a 16 to hit,
That hits.
and then a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Both hits. All right.
Yep.
$12 and 9, so 21. That's with the main one, and that's piercing damage. And then the other hand is that's a 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, all of these werewolves are doing all these crazy breakdancing moves, and then Jen just comes up like Indiana Jones, just like,
Blam, blam, blam. Yes. Okay. All right. Sorry, I had the wrong. Yeah. Okay. That's 13 damage.
Okay. All right.
How's it looking?
Like it's bleeding from a bunch of holes.
Oh,
But
the
it's
second
still
one
dancing.
the second one was radiant damage.
Okay.
So it's still standing. How did
It's
you
still
hit with
standing.
total gens?
What's that?
What was your hit total?
34, I think.
Plus the 13 he already took?
Mhm.
Yeah, 34 total from all 3 hits.
All
Right.
Good, so they're easy to kill.
Yeah.
All
Soft.
right. And that's yours, right? All right. So this one, who changed its target to Fehana,
Yeah.
and then Fehana is at a -10 to save
Yeah.
because
Yep.
you're enthralled. If you could
Mhm.
please give me a wisdom saving throw.
That's like my rolls against Pam. She's got me
12.
All right. You feel some spiritual kinness to the thing
Mm.
that just attacked you. Not
I-
the one that just cast on you,
Mhm,
but the thing
mhm.
that it just attacked you. So you feel some kinship with this one here. And then that one will move away. You feel free to take an attack of opportunity as it moves
Yeah,
back
please.
away because it did not use its action to disengage from you. It just cast on you and then ran away.
Yeah, yeah. Let's it's the dagger's the what she's got.
You mean the
16.
prison shank?
16
The pers-
hits.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's just a toothbrush sharpened.
And it's 6.
6 damage.
Yep.
And then it's your turn.
All right, so I probably can't attack the one I'm on, right? Because I
No,
like
you
it.
can't. You just
Oh,
feel
good.
some weird bond with it.
Well, I don't talk to most of my family, so that's not going to stop me. Let's stab this guy. Nah, we're going to stab him. Little shanky shank. That's going to be a 24.
24 hits.
Yeah. And it gets 8.
Take 4 damage. As you feel the blade enter you the same place you stabbed into it. You feel
Well.
not that this kinship is not only a bind of kinship, but one of spirit. And as this thing is hurt, so will you be.
um.
Sucks.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my cutting action to disengage.
Okay.
uh, where would that be? Like maybe like there-ish.
Yeah, yeah, you can
Yeah,
do it.
yeah,
Disengage
yeah,
all the way back around the bar and grab some
yeah,
stone and McGillis.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Get
Wait,
it.
yeah, wait. I
Don't
can
go through
move
the
30.
bar.
I could move. Yeah. Now I think we're just gonna kind of there we go. We're gonna go about there-ish.
All right.
Wound me.
All right. And this one will move to here.
Hey, Stam, can you take a hit?
I can take a hit or two.
Okay.
And let me.
Is this gonna
Also,
be
what race are you?
I'm my
He's a
room.
maroon.
Okay.
Is this going to be an I didn't ask how big the room was kind of move?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just trying to be prepared.
No
Um,
fireballs.
I need to
Just
find
might be
something
reconsidering how far back I go. I'm just, asking a question.
Let me.
They are lined up quite nicely though.
They
They're lined
are,
up
but
very
my
nicely.
Yeah,
I gotta-
yeah.
I don't think my javelin of
On
lightning
both
comes
sides.
back.
Does it act like a Tesla coil though? Can you like
He's bringing the lightning.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can only turn it into a lightning bolt once
Oh.
until dawn, which is okay.
You got 4
I
of
got-
them
I
right
got-
there. You're not going to get a better shot.
I got an initial. Well, I already used it on the main one.
Oh, I see.
I was hoping to see if I could break like concentration on the dance as a whole and
There
stuff.
we go. This will do. All right. Oh, that's huge.
Yes,
That's-
it is.
Let's make
That's what she
that.
said.
Wow.
All right. There we go.
That
There's a spiritual weapon right there, hacking at Stam. All
There's a
right,
spiritual
Stam
toothpick.
at
think I
12
dated
misses
him.
you, I think, right?
Yes, it does.
And that would be that one. And this one will move up, dashing across. And over to here. And we'll heal this one. All right. Ponder.
All right. Dulcinea, do I know what your class is?
Technic artificer.
That's right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and turn around both to Stam and Dulcinea and go, all right, pardon me, it's getting a little bit real down here, little ones. And I would like to pick both of them up and pick them up hopefully out of werewolf range and put them on my shoulders.
Hey, oh. Well,
So you're
Elevator?
picking them up and carrying them where?
Oh, and I'm not carrying them anywhere. They're just now, hopefully, they're less of a target for the werewolves on the ground because they're way up, 10 feet in the air or whatever.
Well,
Oh,
someone
okay, I
took
see.
my
So
next
you're picking them up and like sitting them on your shoulders. Okay.
Yes,
All right. That's definitely your whole action.
that's fine. So I got bonus actions. On a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and do nothing because I have no relative bonus actions at this point. I will go through and look both to Stam and Dulcinea and be like, is there any particular place that would be advantageous for you?
Yeah,
As I will
where
use
I
my
was.
movement. Well, now you're firing down. It's a more,
No, trust me, I had a plan.
Well, that
Well,
won't
that
change.
was
plan.
and then you invited Lawrence onto the stream, so all plans were just,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm just
No
gonna
plan
falter
survives
it a little
contact
bit.
with the enemy.
That's true. I do think I will move kind of right here because I feel like if anybody has a line attack, that lines up 4 of them right there.
There you go.
And I will end my turn by saying something like, Voltron assemble!
I'm looking back, the bar's right there.
All right. This one here that it has multiple copies of it. Just steps to the side and
What a dick.
shoots these people way up in the air. Let's see. 6.
See? Where
That's
I was
even.
was
So
good.
Stam, a bunch of magic missiles come flying out from this one. Take 8 damage.
Try and catch them.
8 damage.
All right, and then
Yeah,
this
okay,
one,
that's not great.
that one moves up and on Bonder. A
got,
12?
son?
Did you say 12 was your AC?
Yeah, 12 will hit.
Okay. Give me a con save, please, for 9. A 9 is your target as you take 4 damage.
11.
Okay.
As well as this piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning damage.
Slashing.
So if it's 9, I will take. It's a 4. Or
No,
5.
it's only
You
4.
round up.
It's 4 damage.
Yep, so it'll be 4 as I'm raging.
No. I mean, it was 4 damage. 9 was your save because it's 5 plus the damage.
Oh, then it would be 2. And then I take
So
2
you
damage.
only take 2. Yep. And then that is a 20 on the die for the second slash for
Cool.
10. So cut in half is 5. And now I need a 10 saving throw for con.
13.
Okay. And then the bite is an 11. That misses. Okay.
My plan worked perfectly.
All right, and then that one is the other slashy one. And it will do the same thing to Bonder, who moved right up to it. 10, miss. 17 is a hit.
Yep.
2 damage, so half for 1, and give me a 6 saving throw.
I need to roll a 1. Cocked. 18.
Okay, and then the bite for 5 damage.
Okay.
And give me a 10 saving throw on con.
That'll be an 11.
Man, you're barely making these. So nobody's got bleed yet. That's good. That's good.
It helps having a
And-
+5 on my con with how bad I roll.
And now it is to Dulcinea standing on Bonder's shoulders.
So, how tall are the werewolves compared to Bondor?
They come up
Can
to about his shoulder.
No. Okay. That one that's in front of him, I'm going to
Mhm.
reach down there and do a shopping grasp.
Nice.
Okay.
Dolce, I've always said that you've been electrifying.
Dulcinea.
Yep, Dulcinea.
Oh my gosh.
20 to hit. And 12 lightning damage.
Okay. All right. And then, are you going to move, jump down, just stay there? Good to go?
I actually am going to hop on the bar.
You can hop off onto the bar. All right. All right. This one
I need my
moves,
pants.
dances over to here. And we'll do that. Is there prepping something mean? Okay. And then the last at the bottom of the round, this one steps to the side. And Bonder, give me a wisdom save, please.
Ooh, I'm great at these.
And this one we use as a reaction to make it 2 harder.
5.
You now feel a bond with the one to your south, or just you feel some kinship bond with this one.
Hey, girl, what's up? I also like to get scratched in the heat of the moment, so
Stam, your turn.
All right.
I also haven't seen a
and
PG-13
We're going to have to
movie
put
in
an
a while.
M rating on this one for you.
Yeah, we're flirting with that line. Okay. I'm gonna pop a hunter's mark on the one kind of to the east of me that just did the healing. Hunter's mark. Yep. And then I am going to fire 2 shots. Okay, that's gonna hit. That's a 28 to hit,
That is.
That'll hit.
and a 25 to hit. So yeah. All right. The damage will be what is that? 14 plus 13. Yeah, 14 plus 13. So 27 total.
Okay.
And that's going to be radiant, and that's on the one that did the healing, that has the hunter's mark on it.
Okay. That one here.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. You gonna move or stay on Bonder's shoulder?
I'm okay with where I'm at.
All right.
It's like a mobile attack platform.
All right. So now
Pull
we
it
will
here,
go-
which direction you want me to go?
Just start going with their names, just so that you guys get. So I get to use these cool names. So next, Lyrithus Eclipse Song will go. And
Okay, lyricist, let's see you sing something.
And will Stam, if you would give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, this is going to be a strong one for me, of course. Oh, 9.
All right, you are enthralled by this one, and until the spell ends, you have a -10 on perception checks and wisdom saving throws or wisdom
Great.
checks. Okay, Hannah, your turn.
Oh, all right. So move into the one with the hunter's mark there.
Okay.
Stab it. Stab it. Stab. Little stab. Whoo. 13.
13 is a miss.
Do you have anything cool I can do right now?
Fairy fire would be great. They're
If
like all
only,
boxed up right there.
Just
if
a fireball.
only I had that ability. I mean,
Just do a witch.
I've got minor illusion I can pretend.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I think I'll just.
they're also perfectly set up for burning hands. They're like this wedge formation that's.
Yeah,
Yes,
I don't
but
have that.
Don't have that
I
either.
don't have it on this character.
Instead, I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage once again and jump up on
Okay.
the bar. Well, yeah, it doesn't quite line up, but yeah, jump up on the
Okay.
bar by
Hey,
my
little
friends.
Coyote Ugly.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
All right.
Little Lauren started.
This one will move. This is Vorin Sequium. We'll move back next to this one here, and you see the person who has all the shimmery stuff become a little bit more ferocious looking, I guess. And then the one that healed before will step up here and
Get some.
attack and try and get some for. Oh, that's a 5 on the die, so 10.
That's
Oh.
for all the
That
doggies.
misses.
Yeah, that's a miss. Yeah, you're going to get some.
Another 10 and a 16 on Stam.
Yeah, that all misses.
All misses. All right, Bonder, your turn.
The last one, I might have to hop up on his shoulder, just give a little air so it passes under my feet.
Question
Dance,
for the
dance.
GM.
Yeah.
I don't dance.
Those wisdom saves, do those seem to be correlated with some kind of audio effect that is going on, something that we're hearing?
No, it's what you're seeing. You're being something about their movements is causing this.
Bondor has the solution.
Take out their legs.
All right, here we go. Actually, he's not wearing sunglasses, but then he just goes, "I got this."
Flashing thing.
All right. Well, in that case, I think we're going to go ahead and we are going to attack. So I will go ahead and I'm going to grab Stam off my back by the head. I'm going to say, "Look at the moon! Look at the moon! Look at the moon!" And I'm going to smack him with my glaive. Which one of the three that's around us looks most damaged?
The one that just ran up.
Yeah,
That
good.
Stam shot a couple times. Well,
All
actually,
right.
the one right in front of you, they're about the same. That one and that one are about the same.
So I'll do the one.
I'm
Well, I'll do the
probably
one
a
that was
good
attacking
distraction.
Stam.
Can you bash their heads together?
That would be really cool. Unfortunately, D&D Beyond does not have a bash their heads together ability on here. And we go ahead and get
Look,
that fixed.
Sorry,
Appreciate
move,
it.
Curly.
Rules are just guidelines. The DM can do whatever he wants.
There's also no mobile assault platform in the Garoon handbook written by Cube.
I would love it if I could take my glaive and do like a sweeping shot, maybe at like disadvantage, and try and hit all three.
We'll do this. You're gonna try and do a sweep, some kind of big glaive sweep. Pick your first target, attack, and
I'm
we'll see
really
how it goes.
glad I'm on the bar.
All right, so we'll go ahead. Makes sense. The one to my right, so the one directly to my 6 o'clock down there.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and go for it, and I'll go ahead and do this with a. Whoops! I just switched up. Stand by. Go to the other screen that had all my stuff on it, please. We're gonna probably do this as a reckless attack.
Okay.
Reckless attack gives me. Once I find it. Why can't I find it? I just had it up. Should be under rage. I apologize, everybody. What just happened? Reckless attack should give me an advantage, but I think it gives me a disadvantage, or not disadvantage.
Attacks against you have advantage as
Have
well.
advantage. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It gives you advantage, and then attacks against you have
yeah,
advantage
I'll take
as well.
that. Yep, thank you. We'll go ahead and we'll do reckless attack.
Okay.
Okay, first one. 20. Let's call it 22.
All right. Give me damage.
7 plus 4. Somebody who's smarter than me.
11.
Oh, so 21. There we go. Damage is going to be 1d10 plus 4, which is going to be 5, and then my raging damage, which I actually can't find anywhere on here, which is kind of funny.
It's going to be plus 3
Okay, so
at
7.
level 5. Yeah.
Jen's
Oh,
has
so
a
I am not a level 5 barbarian. I'm a level 2 barbarian and a level 3 fighter.
Oh, well then it's a plus 2 damage on rage.
Yep.
Oh, 2. So there's 6. Yeah.
6
Plus
total.
4, 5, 7. 7 total. Excuse me.
7 total. All right. So you're going to take 3 of that because you have a bond with the one that you just attacked.
Yeah.
So then halved. And then do we have up one?
Yes.
Betrayal.
Down. So you only take a point.
No.
And then
Keep attacking?
do you have 2 attacks? 2 attack actions
No,
or multi
I
attack?
do not. I only have 1.
You're reckless attacking. Everybody's going to be able to attack you at advantage. I'm going to do a DM hand wave here and just say, go ahead and roll the attack. At advantage because you're reckless attacking, and I've
cocked. 16 plus 7, so let's go ahead and do 23.
All right, so we're going to call that one a miss. Go ahead for the third one.
20.
20. There you go. The third one will hit as you sweep around, which is probably good because the second one is bound to Fayana. So go ahead and give me damage on that third one.
9 plus 4, 13 plus 2, 15.
All right. And that one. That's been damaged a lot. That one falls to the ground.
Yay!
Good riddance, you healer.
All right.
Bonus
Dan
action,
hand
second
waiting
win,
'cause-
1d10 plus 3.
Okay. To heal back up.
Yeah, it's only 5.
Okay.
Unless you have some special healing.
No, I
rules.
think nope. You're good, and you don't have any healers in the group. It doesn't seem like.
All right,
I can only fix things.
I will go through to go. Hey, Stam, do you want to go anywhere?
All right. So this one
I can
is
reach
going to,
enough targets from here.
All right, sounds good.
this one.
I do want to
go.
go through. No, it's fine. Dulcinea is behind me, so we're good.
Okay. This one lets out a howl, and at the loss of, and runs up to here.
GM, what does the house sound like?
It sounds agonized.
Agree.
I want to. Oh, Corey, come on, buddy.
Agreed.
Come on, sound effects.
You can do it.
No. Hey,
Come on.
we had to redo this show or reschedule this show because of my vocal coit situation. I don't think I'm going to stress it by letting out a howl here.
Can we get one of your corgis to do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect. I feel like I'm.
There's your
in this bar
corgi
right
howl.
now.
Okay, the one that is bound to you will move over here and attack Dulcinea. 13.
Nope.
And that's a 9 is a no.
Nope.
And another 9. Okay.
Nope.
Clockwell bite with a nothing.
Kick.
Then the
Kick it in
one
the
bound to Fehana will attack. No. Will this
It's like
come
right in
over
front of you,
here?
Corey.
Take
Come
it.
on, bro.
Take an attack of opportunity there, Bonder, as it
Oh,
moves away
boy.
from you.
If this at reckless, does it count as advantage?
I think so. If you're reckless attacking, right?
Yep.
For the round.
How? I got a 4 and a 1, so 11.
11's a miss. All right, and then on Stam, an 18,
That hits.
5 points, and give me a DC 10 con save.
Oh yeah.
When I take damage, does it affect the one that I'm enthralled to?
18.
Mm-hmm.
It's bi-directional.
And a 13 is a miss. Stam?
Yeah.
And so is a 14. Okay. You're good to go. Dulcinea, your turn.
Well, that one that just tried to bite me, he gonna get shocked. Maybe. And maybe not. Hang on. Where's my 12?
12 is a miss.
Okay. Well, he ducked.
You just can't reach down that far, can you?
No.
All right. And then this one
And I'm gonna scoot back. in.
will this one will firebolt Bonder.
Are you like
17.
hanging onto his hair?
17 hit.
That is 8 damage, 8 fire damage, but you only take 4 of it. And
I
your
do
bu-
take, so I only get damage against slashing, bludgeoning, and
but you're
piercing
splitting
damage.
you're splitting your damage with the werewolf.
Cool, thank you.
Hey, Stam, don't forget your blade.
All
It really
right.
makes me just want to like punch Jen and just see if I can hurt the werewolf. Like, oh, I see how this works.
That sounds
All
very
right,
Three
and then-
Stooges.
This one,
No more pocket
this one will
cookies
run
for you.
up. 7 is a miss on Bonder. Another 7 is a miss on Bonder, and a 19 on the die. I'm sure that hits.
No, actually, on the third attack, I get a 23 armor class. It's a rule. No, you can trust. I rolled up my stats at home. Nobody saw. It's okay.
So another 8 damage, which you only take half of.
Cool.
It is not doing the fang and claw dance, so you don't have to do a con save. But its friend takes 4. And it seems to notice for the first time as its friend yelps out as you get hit. Stam.
Back to me, huh? Okay, so
Please-
there's some of
please
these
just
that are
say for me
bonded.
You need your last paw.
Yes.
But the one to the left of me, is that the one that was already wounded? Or the one in front of Fayana?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
That one hurts.
that one's wounded, so let's finish it.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I'm gonna move the hunter's mark over onto it, and then we're gonna make some attacks. Okay. The natural 1 misses. Maybe I'm worried about damaging Bayana. All right.
Spend my
That's
theory.
18 damage.
Okay. 18 That's 9 to both. Fiona.
How does Fayana look?
Fana's starting to hurt a little bit, guys.
Uh-oh.
It's a race to 0. Who's gonna make it?
On a scale of 1 to 38, she's feeling about a 19. I'm just saying.
Bondor has an idea. He does go through and wish, hey, Stem, hop off. I got an idea.
Okay. Yeah, I guess
Are
I
you-
have movement, so I'll hop. Well, Dulcinea's in the bar. All right, I'll just jump off the shoulder down to the floor.
Okay,
I was
where
gonna
are you
say, like,
standing?
she only takes up like half a square. Like
I know,
take
you
it
can
the other
walk
half.
over
You're doing
her.
my
Just
right.
over.
I'm not
Over
that
her.
tall either. I'm like 5 feet.
Yeah,
Oh,
you guys
well.
can
I'm
share the
only like
spot.
3 feet tall.
You know that comes up
Not
in
tall enough for
conversation
me to
all
step
the
over.
time.
All right, so Stam, you're done?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll start with the spiritual weapon, Dulcinea. That's a 12.
Nope.
And then this one will move back here. And actually, this one will kind of disappear from sight.
Hiding now, huh?
And Fayhana, your turn.
I don't know what to do now. Oh,
Well, if
mean,
you
you
have a
get-
ranged weapon, you can probably throw it over me. Then I'm not very tall.
I do have a short bow. How you looking, Bondor?
Oh, I'm feeling great.
Oh, good. Let's change that.
Oh, don't forget, it's at advantage. Which also means that you can put on sneak attack damage if that's what's going to happen.
I mean, I do have insightful fighting. Um, which is where I make an insight check and it makes a deception check, and if I win, I get automatic sneak attack on it.
There you go.
All right.
Go for it.
Oh, why not? Oh, I rolled a nat 20. I critted on that one.
Woo!
Yeah.
No, I did not roll a 20 if you're trying to fool somebody.
All right, so I get sneak attack damage on top of, and let's see, that's a 19 plus 7, so 26
26 to hit or 26
to hit.
damage?
To hit.
Okay, 26 hits.
All right. Let's see, it's 1d6 for that. All right, so that's 8 piercing from that, and then let's see, it was 3d6 on the sneak, which is another 7, 13.
What was the total? 13 plus.
What did I say? 13 plus, let's see, it was what, 7? Did I say 7?
I think so. So 20
Okay.
total?
Yeah.
All right. So Bonder, take 10. Right? Because you were attacking this one down here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Bonder, take 10. So can you all see on the map the different little symbols in the corners?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of the okay. So one's like a spirally thing and one's look like a little twisted fist or something.
Okay.
And then
And a
one's a
heart.
heart.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are different dances they are doing. You've seen them dance now for about a minute or
18
so.
seconds.
Yeah. So you notice that the different werewolves are doing different dances. And these ones seem to have imbued these ones with this spirit link or sharing of hit points.
Attack that one.
All right, Vorin. Vorin's going to run up and no, you know, we'll do here. And Bonder, give me a wisdom save.
All right, blue or purple?
Purple.
Purple
There we go.
for
Gosh.
corruption.
Ooh, 6.
Oh,
That was corruption.
Yep.
All right.
Great.
Take
You're sharing
6
again,
necrotic
huh?
damage.
Ow.
Or 3 necrotic damage, sorry.
And 3 to the other werewolf.
Yep.
There's like a big hit point web now.
Yeah,
You're
my
going to
time-
have to have a computer program to help you calculate
All the
your scoring.
interdependencies.
I need a whiteboard over here. All right.
Oh, that's a mess.
we've seen Alphinius. That whiteboard means nothing.
And that was unconscious. Bonder, your turn.
All right, which one of these guys is the one that seems like it's tied to Fehana?
This
The one by
here.
me.
In front of
Okay.
her.
Yeah.
But it appears that that dance that they're doing is
The dance
Hit the
they're
heart
doing
rag.
is the one that's like gnashing and biting and very staccato. And if you've been hit by them, you felt their claws do this kind of rending thing that's causing you to make saves. I don't know how to say it.
all
But
right.
the ones
So
with the hearts are controlling them, giving them that.
Bondor
Hearts.
just came from fighting some harpies, and him and his folks realized that hey, if you take stuff and put it in your ears so you can't hear, then you resist the harpy song. And so his then process of elimination is well, these folks are dancing, so it's sight. So if he stops the dance, that is going
Take
to
them
stop
out at
it.
the knees.
So he's going to jam his glaive into it and go, all right, it's time for a hug. And he's going to go over and try and tackle and grapple the one with the heart to try and interrupt the dance.
Love it.
The one right next to you? The heart
Yes,
that's
the one with
right
the
next
heart.
to you?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Give me a opposed athletics roll.
I also get advantage on these.
Yeah, I wouldn't
All
do
right,
athletics against you.
I've got a 13. Can you do it?
Let's go for 23.
23. You beat it by 10. In Pathfinder
Woo!
2, that would be a crit.
We like crit.
So this one is grappled and cannot move, and you feel. Which one was it? Yes, that was the one that did Fayana's. So Fayana, you feel this like that kinship with that one next to you fade.
Yeah, just like with my mom. Oh.
Hey, Jen, we just want you to know you're in a safe space with people who love you.
Thank you. It's been a rough week. Yeah.
I'm going to use bonus action to go through and get another second win in. Bondor does look a little tore up. Let's go ahead and get, let's see here, 1d10 plus 3. 7. And then what I would like, Corey, this is not in the rules, but I was wondering if I could take a turn or two and basically try and put this guy in a sleeper hold and knock him unconscious.
Sure, we'll keep doing
We still think you
these
should break
checks
his
at next turn and yeah, actually if you were going to use the rules for like holding your breath, it would take him like minutes, like 20 or 40 turns to actually do it, but we're not going to do that.
However, Corey, you and I know that Bondor is a skilled martial artist. He's not going for
And
a
he's
breath
really
choke.
big.
He is going for a blood choke, and he
Blood
is cutting
choke.
the blood off to his brain, their
Right.
brain, don't want to assume their gender, to their brain,
Yeah.
which is a
Yep.
much, much faster choke.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what
Or
you
you could
didn't know
snap
is
his neck.
no,
That would
he
be
was
even
a
faster.
champion, like cut her off or like just right
Oh, you
there
should have
and like
seen me in the jail cell that we were together. She started
Yeah,
fucking right,
yeah,
and I was just
Yeah.
dropping people left and right.
yeah. That's how we got out.
We still
and I
can't go
watched
back
it.
to East Fordestia anymore. Like,
Ooh, no,
we're well
no.
wanted.
Yeah, no, it was an amazing 20 seconds of a lot of people getting knocked out by this man. So I've personally seen it with my own 2 eyes. closed because I was scared. But it happened just the way he said.
All right, so this one now will step down. You guys are actually kind of so it will come down to here and attack Bonder, who's trying to sleeper hold the other one. Not very successfully either. Oh wait, I get advantage against no because you've had a turn since then. Never mind.
Yep.
That was an 8. That is a 12
Yes,
over
okay.
the second attack.
The second one's okay.
2 damage, but it's slashing.
Okay.
And then a 17 with a bite, and that is 6 damage.
Bad dog.
You rolled up newspaper?
And then the claw that's
I said
bound
clicker, I
to
said-
you.
Bad. It's not working.
This one is going to move over to
Just Bondor's girlfriend from outside. You need
So-
to use the
so
sign
Bonder-
language with it.
Bonder. You can't take an attack of opportunity because you're in a grapple, but it's going to basically circle around the group and go after
Oof.
Stammet. Because it doesn't want to attack the one it's bonded to. 16
Misses.
and a 7 misses, and a 23 with a bite.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Bad dog.
10 points of damage.
10?
10.
Yeah, that didn't feel good.
And give me
All
a
right,
con
below
save.
half.
Give me a con save of 15.
18.
All right, you're good to go. Not bleeding. All right, and then this one
Good.
that's bonded to Fayana is going to attack Dulcinea. 16.
It's not bonded to me anymore.
Another 16. Oh, that's right. It's not bonded to you anymore. and an 18.
Yeah.
Right. So the bite hits for 6, and give
Okay.
me a con save 11.
Let me write this down or I'll forget how many I have.
And then it's your turn once you've taken your 6 and given me a con save.
18.
Good to go.
Okay. Bad dog. I'm gonna try to hit that one with fire. Try and fail. 12.
Okay. And do you want to move?
Nope.
All right.
I can see everything from up here.
For what?
Bondor will, in the process of wrestling and thing, kind of try and look up to Fayhana and go, "Hey, we might want to think about getting some backup."
Where?
This one moves over to
It'd be
here.
great if Ziggy was here.
I mean, we did pass by a whole bunch of guards and mercenary groups outside.
I think
I
they're
mean, I
doing-
can disengage.
I mean, it's just something to think about.
Oh, that one's the one that's okay. So on its turn, let's do opposed athletics as it tries to wrestle free. I got a 2.
What'd you roll?
A 2.
Cool. We're gonna see if I get double ones. Otherwise, I win. Yeah. So as he goes over, he goes, "No, no, just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep." I got
Right.
a 20. Non-natural.
Stam.
All right. I'm gonna look over at the one in front of Fiona. Does that one look like it's disconnected from her at the moment?
You
Yes?
you don't know. You don't. It's like a spirit bond. You wouldn't be a way. I don't think there would be a way you could observe whether it is or not.
Well, Fiona sees me look over at them, and she's nodding at me. So I am gonna say, "We are go." All right.
I just want Jens to pull out a miniature cannon and just point it at
Damn the
that one.
tornado.
A shot to the face. 18 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, 18 damage.
And that drops it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stam's
All
getting
right.
all the kills.
Who's next? The guy in front of Bondur. The guy that just attacked him. And he's got 2 marks on him.
Mm-hmm.
Is he bonded to anybody that I know?
Nope. Mm-mm.
All right. Then I'm going to shoot him. I guess I'm going to use my bonus action to move the hunter's mark, and then I've still got 1 of my attacks left. That's a 15 to hit.
15 is a hit.
Okay. And 15 damage.
Okay. Staying where you are or moving?
I think I'm okay with where I'm at.
All right. This one's going to move out from here. And
Oh, I got my eye on you,
move
Fluffy.
to here. Dancing. Diana.
Were you serious about the backup?
I am. Lawrence is.
just asking.
Right,
How
right,
many?
right now it's pretty close. Either way, I feel like us versus them. I'd like to start going into if you're not cheating, you're not trying mode.
Okay. Let's the guy right in front of me, past the one that was killed that reminded me of my mother. Is that one bonded? That one's
You don't know.
That-
Send it.
that was said.
That's
I would.
that's the one that was bonded to Bonder.
All right. Well, we'll find out. Let's use the insightful again. The insightful fighting, insight against deception. Please.
I got a 5.
I got a 11.
Okay.
And we'll shoot it. Heaven help me. 10.
10 to hit?
10 to hit.
No, that doesn't hit.
Yeah. I was distracted. Weird. um. Yeah, I hold.
All right. This one moves to the back of the room. That one's unconscious. Give me just a second.
Guys, if we start setting this whole bar on fire and throwing the whiskey bottles, insurance will cover this for your friends. So.
But that would be a waste of really good whiskey.
Well, but the resulting meat barbecued within would be tasty. I hear werewolf
Maybe
is
once
delicious.
you pick the hair off.
Yeah, well, he's
It's too gamey.
burns right off. Yeah, but
It's
enough
really
whiskey.
better in a stew.
Well, it's been braised at that point.
You got to chop them up first doing a stew. I don't have a cauldron big enough here.
It's better smoked, but that's slow.
Very
and
clearly
low.
that this is a logistical issue and not a just bad idea.
Well,
All
you
right,
are the expert.
Stam, you are up.
Oh, again? Okay.
Yeah.
Miniature hand
Now,
cannon.
do I remember which
Ready?
one was bonded to
Oh,
me?
wait, no. Sorry.
I was going to say, I just went.
I'm going through here. Hold on.
I see Stam's
Oh,
name.
it's
keeps
because my
scrolling.
thing is scrolled down. My turn order was scrolled, so the thing that was at top was Stam, but it was scrolled. All right, so we were here. There we
Yeah.
are. Okay, so this one runs up the stairs that are in the back corner.
Are we sure these aren't your friends?
Hey, Corey, how many
That one.
potions of superior healing did we start off with? It was like 4, right?
So those of you who have come to this tavern before know that there might be some stashed in the bar. Um, Serious. That one's unconscious. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take that one out of the init order.
I also like how I'm the
That
only
one.
one with a real background.
Mine's real.
Real blurry.
Fuzzy. Well, that's
And-
my life.
Clear, blur.
All right, that
clear,
one's going to
blur.
attack you. Bonder, that one's going to attack you.
Get it, son.
7,
Miss.
6,
Miss.
and 13.
That one will hit. I like how you're the only person who rolls worse than I do.
And that's 7 damage, but
Well,
only
you're lucky
take
his math's not here.
3 of it.
Okay.
As this one takes. Ooh, that's not looking so good. All right. And
Do I
then
have
it's your
the
turn.
magical? Do I have the connection damage?
Yes.
Since I'm raging. Sweet. That's fun.
And you said there was the goodies in the bar, right?
Yeah, there's goodies in the
Sam
bar.
and I have been here
You've heard
before.
rumor, at least. All right. So, Bonder, is your turn. Give me an athletics check, please.
I'm gonna go through and go, hey, Dulcinea, watch this.
Dulcinea.
Dulcinea.
Right,
Get it
that's what I
right,
said,
nice.
Dulcinea.
Dulcinea, bobena, banana, fana, fofea.
18.
18. All right. Well, I got a 16. I was hoping. We're gonna say this one is incapacitated, and the bond is permanently not. It's we're just gonna say he
Lovely.
knocked that out. He wrestled it down and knocked it out.
I gave it the people's elbow.
And then next on the init.
Copyright.
Whoa, hold on. I got a bonus action. I got movement. What are
Oh,
we
go
doing
ahead.
here, Corey?
Ooh.
Oh,
Go
man.
ahead.
All right.
He was dazzled by the
Get up and
jacket.
stomp on it, right?
My combat jacket. All right. I'm going to go ahead and stand up. I'm out of second wind. But you know what I do have? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me make sure I actually have this. I'm pretty sure I have action surge.
Oh, as a fighter, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to activate up some action surge because I am annoyed.
Okay.
Yep. Boop. All right. With action surge, what do we got here? I'm curious. I am going to lunge. Actually, I shouldn't even need to. I don't know. It's your call if this invokes an attack of opportunity, but essentially, I want to move up where Stam is, bump him out of the way, grab that one that I know that I am bonded to, and then try and put him in a chokehold.
So he's gonna knock himself out.
I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see
so
what
actually,
happens.
It's been broken.
move yourself to this square then, right above it.
Like that.
Yep, there you go.
Cool.
And give me a athletics check. Ooh, 25.
Ooh.
Good
Come
luck.
on, Lawrence.
That's a 20 on the die, though.
24. Oh wait, no.
All right.
Oh,
Yep,
Oh,
bummer. So close.
all right.
Yeah, 17 plus 7.
And next on the init, 3 kids come running in. You know
No.
the soldiers outside. They're out there. They're fighting people. Hey, have you killed the werewolf? Oh my God! There's werewolves.
The hell,
Okay.
kids?
Hey, GM, thank you for that. All right, right here. Hold on. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this because I have this capability because we're Mandy's studio. Thank you, Corey. We appreciate this so much. This already wasn't difficult enough.
Yeah. Oye, oye, the kids are about to be on fire.
Don't get help now.
Get guards!
I
Get
took
guards!
your cue. What? This is
Call
a
the
GM taking the
guards.
player's cue. You said you wanted backup, so I brought
Oh,
backup for
oh,
you.
oh, all right.
You know what? This could be like the Ewoks.
Corey, look, the encounter is not over, and between Lawrence and I, we can make you reevaluate your life's choices. I'm just saying.
I'm not coming back. I'll kill kids on stream. Okay, like, we'll make it happen. I will change the entire trajectory of Darkenhaven, Corey.
Hey, it is grimdark.
Sorry.
Also, Mandy's studio is super hot, so I'm just going to take this off. I mean,
Oh,
excuse
see,
me.
excuse.
Inching onto that line, that PG-13 line there.
What's
All
up,
because
audience?
we invited Lawrence to join the group.
You knew what you were doing.
All
Yeah,
right.
when I got that invite and he was on there, I knew it was going to be a fun night.
So you're saying you
Yep.
you are yelling at the kids to go get help?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Caden runs back outside and
Yeah,
says,
good
"I'm
job,
trying."
Caden. Caden's my new favorite.
He says, I'll see if any of these guards will quit fighting each other and get in here. And he runs
Steal
back
their guns.
outside.
They'll follow you.
Trying to
Solid
think of
advice.
what the most like insulting thing that I could say to my dad.
All right, and that was
would be.
Caden's turn.
Just say that Jalel sucks at carpentry. He'll come
The
running.
one on the one that is bonded to Bonder is that's 11 to hit.
Is he trying to hit Bondor?
Yeah.
Nice,
You
he
tried to
misses.
grab him. It's gonna be a race. I don't know if he's gonna win it. That's 15,
15 hits.
6 points of damage.
So what's funny is
Uh,
I have that due to my rage, which goes down to 3, and then
Right.
does it have again going back to him?
Yeah.
Good. So I hopefully he's just like, oh wow, I thought of him a lot harder, but that barely did anything, and I'm like, oh yeah. that's
Psychological damage.
and
Psychological damage.
that was, and then realizing that he's facing his bonded, he will move over here. If you want
Trust
to
me.
take an attack of opportunity on your
Hell
bonded,
yeah, are
go
you kidding me?
ahead.
Can I do it reckless? Can I do reckless on my
Sure.
yeah, okay. I'm gonna say
All in.
there's many a fine maiden in Darkenhaven that would like to be bonded to Bondur.
And a few men.
Cocked. Ooh, yeah. Let's go and do 25 to hit.
Cross sectional.
25 hits.
We're gonna do 9 damage.
Okay. And
Half
you
that
take
comes
4
back
of
to me.
that.
Yep. Resist.
So 2
down
of
to
it.
2.
Yep.
I'll play this attrition game all day long. I'm called persistent for a reason.
All right.
But respectful. Persistent but respectful.
And then this one goes upstairs. So I can. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. What have I
So don't do
done?
it then.
What have I done?
There's just a fire giant inside of the tavern.
There
now.
we go. Okay. There we go. Dulcinea, your turn.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna
Let's go,
hop
Miss
back
Nea.
behind the bar and be looking for the goodies. So
Okay. Give me a perception check.
perception, investigation, what?
Oh, investigation. That would, yeah, do that. Actually, do whatever you're better at this point.
Okay, well.
And I blame this all on Insavinor, who usually keeps you all healed.
And Sigismund.
Yeah, he's an enabler.
Okay. 29.
29. All
I
right.
have a plus
You
10
see a
on my
grid pattern
investigation.
appear on the ground.
So right next to the cabinet that has strong arm, what is it? Strong armadillons.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a whiskey and a location to drink in?
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's a bar, and then
But
it has a
Santa
whiskey
Barbara.
named after the bar.
Oh, a whiskey named after the. Okay, well, next to the cabinet that has that is a cabinet that has a bunch of very useful things. 3 potions of healing,
Ooh.
a potion labeled Wolfsbane,
Oh.
Dibs.
Ah,
And
You're in front.
and and a salve of some sort.
I've been chafing so
Yeah.
bad since I
Yeah.
got out.
Yeah.
Hey, don't be sharing that.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Listen, the worst you
You
can
got-
say is say no.
It's
And
been
that's
sweaty. Chub rub. I'm just saying.
The humidity has been killing me, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
all right. And then so you moved over there, you found them, you got them all.
Mhm. Yep.
And then
throw it
Alex
on.
Alex sees what you're doing, and uh, runs up and says, "Here, give me one. I'll take it to somebody who needs it."
You're not going out there.
I'm not scared. Give me the potion.
Does he have mage hand?
No, that's the guy you sent outside.
That's the guy you
I was
went
kidding.
running for the guard.
The guards.
Not-
Of course it
yeah.
was. Hmm.
All right, here.
I mean,
Take
I
this
wouldn't
to
say
Bondor. The
All
big
right,
blue
so
guy.
he moved here. You handed him that, and then he runs over here and gives you a potion bonder. All right, that was Alex's turn. Draggy's turn.
Bottoms
Uh,
up.
He runs
Corey,
over
give it to
here.
me! Corey! Hopefully we're arranged perfectly where Corey can just like gesture it and just go straight down.
He goes over here and he pulls out this weird little yo-yo and starts spinning it. And
Playtime.
this one starts paying attention to the yo-yo a lot. Give it a
Oh.
save. Yeah, no. Okay, and that leads us to one that's unconscious. Next, Stam.
All right. So a bunch of these things are going up the stairs, aren't they?
Two have gone up the stairs so far, and there's a third kind of inching
Out of
towards the
sight.
stairs back there. Yeah.
All
And
right,
3 of
I'm
them
gonna
are
cast-
unconscious.
I am going to cast spider climb on myself. And then I am going to, in order to get up to the ceiling, I'm going to go to the wall. I'm going to reach down to Dulcinea and see if she'll hand me a healing potion.
Would you say that you'll go to the windows and then
To the wall.
I'm nowhere near the windows, but I see
Skeet,
where you're
skeet,
going.
skeet, skeet. Drink the
Okay.
potion.
Ah, we've corrupted
Yeah.
Corey.
Bonus action, drink the potion. What scale of potion is that? Is that just a 2d4 plus
It's-
2?
2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Well, you want to roll for me too, so that way I can actually get more than like 4 hit points.
Yeah, I'll have 2 DM rolls here. Let's see.
Okay. Well, it's a
It
little
might-
something.
Mine was a 7. Was yours better than 7?
No, mine was a 7 as well.
Oh, okay.
All right, what do you got for me, Corey?
You have a 7 also.
I have a 7 as well.
It's all 7s today. It's 7 up.
I'll take it.
7 up.
All right, so then I'm going to keep moving.
Mandy's gonna be so pissed that I've messed with all of her cameras and audio equipment without asking.
Yeah.
You should
so
do it
now
more when you leave.
So Corey, I'm moving along the ceiling now
You
in
won't
the
tell.
forward direction. I think that was my action, bonus action, and movement.
Shenanigans.
He's moving along the ceiling now. I just saw you put your earbuds back in.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, I was like, I've lost it. They went dead. That's why I have
Would you
2
say that
sets
you're
charged and ready.
our friendly neighborhood Fusilier?
Yeah. Spider my rune. Just rolls off the tongue.
It does. It does.
We still great with spider climb. You get an extra set of
All right.
arms, and you just
So
go
then
crazy.
that one. All right, Bonder. This one goes upstairs, and as it gets out of sight, you feel your connection with this one fade.
I thought we were fighting a bunch of vicious werewolves, not a bunch of scaredy cats.
Oh, don't do that. Don't taunt the werewolves.
Diana, your turn.
I feel like I am carrying the one-liners for the entire party right now. I need you guys to step it up here, okay?
All right, I'm gonna try to shoot the one still standing in relative range again. Um, and we're gonna do the sneak attack in insightful fight thing. So roll your deception, sir. 19 on insight.
8.
See if I can hit it now. This is where I keep falling short.
You got this.
Wait. Yeah, dirty 20.
That hits.
Yeah,
We'll take it.
that's just how I like it.
This one here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so it's going to be, let me see, so 6 plus, somebody remember 6 because I'll forget in 2 seconds. 11, so 17 damage. Ha!
Ooh.
Ooh.
And down it goes.
Yes.
Yay.
That was a little hair of the dog for you.
Oh, there we go. I grant
Just for you.
inspiration to Jen with my powers of Gooey Cube employee.
I'll cash that
All
at
right.
Gen Con. Thanks.
All right. Nick Star Moonrend here. That there are multiple copies of starts to move towards the door or the stairs as well.
Oh,
That's
if you
its
run,
whole
you're just gonna
turn.
Die tired.
Wander, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna go and stand up. All right, so I already was standing. Gosh, he freaking moved.
Yeah, full move.
Toss the little one.
God, who's next up in initiative order?
You can't reach me. I'm on the other side of the bar.
He's got
Bonder
movement for that.
Bonder turns around and he looks at Alex for a moment. Does Alex actually look like some kind of like a little ranger type deal?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Bow,
He's in
little
range.
short bow.
All right.
Catapult.
Yeah, because
He's human,
I don't
right?
want the one
Like
that's
12?
unconscious to like wake up.
Are you
So I'll go through.
shotgunning the child?
I will pick up Alex and put him on my shoulders behind my head, ideally my head blocking most of his body.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and pop over there with Freak the Mighty Alex. Yeah, wherever you want him. From there, let's go ahead. Oh, actually, if it's a 10-foot range, this guy would be out of range, correct? So my glaive is 10 feet range.
Yeah, you need to be
Okay.
one closer.
All right, I'm gonna go through and say, "Hey, is how it's done." I'm gonna pull out my longbow and I'm gonna shoot at him.
Okay.
All right, here we go. I'm not nearly as good with these as I normally am, but we'll see what happens. Here we go with the 10.
Rolling here.
Super
hold on.
miss.
10. Nope. You hit one of the images.
Oh,
and
there we
the
go.
image fades away.
I'm gonna say, all right, now get one of the other ones.
All right.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
And then Caden does some stuff outside. That one's unconscious. Dulcinea.
How far
Let's
can
go.
I get coming up over the bar?
Hmm?
How
But
far can I get
climbing
when I come
over
up
the bar
over-
is basically 10 feet of move. So just
All right.
Could have been on the mobile artillery platform.
Reaching
That's
down.
okay. Thanks.
Little hand up.
Okay. Is that within 30 feet? Looks like it, kind
I
of.
think so.
5:30. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to attempt to throw flame at him because it's a cantrip, so I'm not burning spell slots.
Okay.
Oh, I'm glad you're
Good
being
thinking.
conservative with your special abilities there.
Well, my spell slots aren't actually going to help anybody because you're not metal.
Because the wizard gave me a heart.
11.
11 To hit?
11. Uh-huh.
That doesn't hit. Oh man. Unconscious. Alex. Okay, he's gonna shoot his little short bow. With 17, which is a hit
Nice.
for 3 damage. All right. And then Draggy comes running in. And he will do the enthrall thing. Saved. So no getting it.
What kind of yo-yo does he have?
It looks like
Like
see
a
if-
Duncan or like a Gamma?
Here, show this. It looks kind
Aw.
of like that's around his neck.
It looks like Grogu should be inside it.
It looks like an artificial device.
It
It looks
sure
like
does.
something Jinx built before she painted it. Love it.
All right. And now it's Stam.
Well, howdy do. All
Just
right.
please say I'm your Huckleberry. Please do it for me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He has 2 guns, one for each of you.
Yes, I
Come
was
on.
thinking of that line. Oh, now I really hate him. All right. Are there still any mirror images up?
Yes.
All right. Let's just start knocking them down. Well, yeah. Let's take a shot. That's a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Am I rolling damage or are we taking out a mirror
Rolling
image?
damage. Yep, roll damage.
Just like shooting bandicoots back home.
Yeah.
Not one threat.
11 damage. And then 7 damage. Because that's another hit. That's I don't know, 23 to hit or something.
Okay. Let me roll here. Yep, same. Okay. -7. All right.
Is he still up?
He is.
Or then I'm gonna move with my bonus action. I'm gonna move the actually
Hunter's mark.
I should have done that first, but since I haven't killed him with those attacks, I'm gonna make one more attack with the bonus action. Oh yeah, that'll hit. That's like a 23. All right.
Okay. Roll
And,
damage.
Well, it's another 7 minimum.
That's it.
So
7 minimum.
Yeah,
7 is enough.
yeah.
All right. So that one drops. And as that one drops, this person and a bunch of guards run into the room.
Oh, now he shows up.
What's going on in here?
just in
this
time.
This young man told me that there were some dancing werewolves, and,
Well, they're
and
not
it seems like the
dancing
chaos
anymore.
outside has started to subside.
Hey, Lord General, keep
the
an eye out on
madness.
the outside. There's
We
a
need
couple
to go
upstairs.
upstairs.
And then from the door, you hear Caden say, "There they go through the street!" And he runs, and Jalel runs back out, and you hear chaos outside as some of the werewolves have taken flight into the street.
Called it. Do I get inspiration for calling it?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. All right, so you haven't seen the proprietors of this establishment.
We need
Oh,
to
I
go
know.
look.
I know one who might. I go over and I grab the werewolf that I knocked out unconscious, and I will
The-
drag him.
Yeah, I want to
Whatever.
go up the stairs.
I'm gonna bind this
So-
one with rope. I'll be up there in just
Okay.
a second.
Okay, so as you go upstairs, this. As you go upstairs, We don't need to go on a knit, but you can kind of walk around, and I'll tell you what you see.
Boop.
Kitchen.
Oh, I need to go to that map too. There we go.
That's kind of cool.
All right. So as you go in, into that room, you
Found him.
see a bunch of people dressed up as werewolves,
Oh,
but they're not werewolves, and they are Billow, Kale, Derek. They are people who have helped out at the pub here and there, but they apparently were doing their nightly, like, hey, it's the full moon celebration when they were locked in here. They're all bound in this supply closet,
Oh,
looking
got
like
that,
werewolves.
Sam?
we're gonna set them free.
All right. Thank you so much. What is that madness that we've been hearing? It's craziness.
It's Park
Listen,
at the
I'm
Moon
really
Night.
sorry. They took
Okay.
all of the whiskey.
it just disappeared.
It's unfortunate. The strong arm.
I'm gonna sit
McGillis.
Alex down and be like, "Go get us some," and then just like throw him.
You're a bad influence.
All right.
We're gonna start
and
calling out for the proprietors too.
you hear from the back of the hall.
I'm gonna follow the sound.
Okay. And you open that door there.
The one above me or the one below?
The one above you. Yep, there you go. And you see, also dressed as werewolves, is Locke and Bird.
But are they doing it?
they're just tied up as in bound. They are.
I didn't say
not
anything. I don't know what you
doing
guys talking about.
anything.
The con is
Anything
going
to-
well.
Going.
And yeah, that's that.
They move their binds.
Oh, thank you. We had some guests. Are they okay?
Well,
We haven't made it to all the rooms yet.
I want to open the door that I'm at.
how many
Okay.
guests did you have?
3. All
How
right.
many peop-
Should be able to click that and open it.
Oh,
Stam, as you open that door, this lady is bound within,
ooh.
and she is the leader of the Alchemist Guild in Riverside.
All right, we'll set her free.
And she tells you
They have
that
healing potions.
she says, "What day is it? What day is it? I've been invited to this thing in Highgarden, and I hope I didn't miss it."
I feel like all these people have their priorities really
Yeah.
mixed up.
Yeah.
They do have their priorities mixed up. And they've been under the chaos of this corruption for some time now. But she runs out of the room and tries to make her appointment in Highgarden, apparently. And then Fehana, when you go in, you see
It's the early bird special at Perkins.
Oh,
Jared
over my hammy.
Flagon Slayer,
Of course.
the leader of the Fellowship of Breweries and Distilleries.
Yes.
And,
yes.
and he hears the lady next door, and he says, "Oh yes, what day is it? I've been invited to the Lauren and Larkspur to see Phantom of the Forge."
That sounds fantastic.
Yes, I hope I haven't missed it with this. Okay, I am hungry. I have not eaten, and it feels like days.
I like how
Perhaps I
all
should
these
go
people
downstairs.
are seeing us.
Hey,
and
don't
I'm
worry.
At 19 out of 47 hit points, bloodied and almost dead.
She's
I have pocket cookies. Here, take 'em.
Oh, thank you. And he
Yeah.
takes your pocket cookie, and he's like, "It's a bit smashed, and
Well,
but
yeah.
beggars can't be choosers," and he eats
Yeah.
it.
Remember me the next time you see me in an establishment. Name a brew after me. I appreciate it.
All right, Fist of Fehana. It is.
Yeah.
All right, Dulcinea, you open that door, and within is Hindra Turanak. And as you unbind her, she is the um, ambassador for Hag's Eye Island, and uh, she was invited to meet. Finally, as an ambassador, she's finally able to meet with Lord Mayor Gilla Albrecht and the High Lord Counselor Nicholas Inderskold, and she's like, I hope time hasn't got away from me. I was supposed to go. Speaking of the Lion and Larkspur, we were supposed to go there as well. Um, Hopefully, I haven't missed it. And you do see, like, these people have been tied up here for a while. So they aren't just when they're like describing that they've lost time. You feel like they're a little malnourished, they dehydrated, and
Y'all need to get something to eat and drink and maybe wash up. That's something coming from Dulcinea.
All that's left is water and bad liquor.
Yeah.
Good stuff's gone.
Yeah.
the good stuff has been.
Those werewolves.
We only need the
Those
water.
werewolves drank it all.
All right, who's in the room to the end?
The room in the which end?
The
Oh,
far end. Where my
in
guys
the, if you open that door, it leads into
Move
a
yourself. Yeah.
tub.
Nope. Very black.
Why did that?
Ah, there.
There we go.
The bathroom.
Yes, it's just a privy and a tub.
You should watch that.
As you give me investigation rolls.
Yeah, I will.
Let's do investigation rolls of this whole top area.
I will walk over to the basin, get a rag, try and wipe off some of the blood and stuff.
Investigation 18.
25.
19.
19, natural.
All right, so you all find like that the walls, as you're trying to kind of take this in, you find that there are things that have been symbols have been put on the walls upstairs, all with this like claw looking. It's almost like a claw that wraps back on itself and is clawing at its own arm, and in kind of a spiral symbol, and that it's like all over the place up here, like scratched into the walls.
I proceed to take a dagger and out of the spiral, I draw a snail, like it's the spiral is its shell.
With a hat.
And I proceed to do that for the entire time that everybody else is doing other important stuff.
Why are you defacing our walls?
No, you guys are like delusional and all this kind of. You guys are, and you're talking to them. I'm very sneaky about it.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything? As you and Dulcinea, since you got a 25, you notice that this symbol was just also described as a mark on, or as a tattoo, when people have been describing Veliaa Void Spiral, that this is a tattoo that she had.
That person. Hey, Stam.
I'm gonna go down and make sure Alex isn't stealing any liquor.
Okay, but just keep in mind these marks have to do with that Void Spiral woman.
Refresh my memory. Which woman?
The one who's trying to get the book. Thank God in Savanor.
Ah. Okay.
That book. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go downstairs, and looks like all the strong armadillons is gone.
Damn.
Good job, Alex.
That's unfortunate.
How soon can you get some more? Because I'm really thirsty. whoever is in charge of this place.
Let's reconnoiter back at the custodians.
Sounds good.
All right. So as you make your way back to Boogerton, um, you notice that the street party has subsided. The the two groups of the mercenaries and the town guard are working together to kind of restore order a little bit and get people back to their homes. And you get there, you break out this, the strong armadillons that you've had at your place this whole time, right? And have a drink with one another. Yes.
As I say, right before I get out of eyesight of Jalel, I just yell out, "That guy called you a bitch," and then walk away.
I would Fayana will pull out a book, and she goes, "Oh, guys, I have a whole book on this place, and I think I figured out what is going on." And she lifts the book up, and she says, "There's this thing called a fugue. Um, I think I'm gonna leave this copy with
Is
you
that
all."
the DSM-5?
Well, it's the 4. It was cheaper. Listen, I'm gonna
Hold
leave
on,
this
let's
book
pause the
here.
stream real quick. Let's pause the stream real quick. Do you want to explain what the DSM is real quick for context?
Yeah, so it's the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. This is what therapists and psychologists use to diagnose. I'm going for a master's in clinical mental health therapy right now, so I happen to have a DSM at my desk. It's finals week, guys.
Please speak your wisdom there, Jen. What do we
Yeah,
pull forth?
It's a dissociative fugue, guys, and I think if we could lobby for better mental health care here, in Darkenhaven, that maybe we could solve some of these problems.
I think that
Um,
this is a worthy cause as I just proceed
Yeah.
to pour more drink.
I'm happy. I'm happy to help, and I'll take a bottle of that. Thanks.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we all earned it.
Yeah.
as you return to Flax and Wagon Alley, you you realize, thinking about all these people saying, "What day is it? What day is it?" It reminds you that Velia's Void Spiral is supposed to host what her cultists are calling the Sacrament in the Sewer, and that will be episode 6, the Sacrament in the Sewer, which will be tomorrow in game time. And well,
And
we'll
we
see you
need our
then.
healers.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
guys have fun down there.
you definitely need healers. And let me say that this was mean. And you should, when I post tomorrow the stats and the stuff that people came up with in the den, you should berate anybody who claims that they had anything to do with these stats.
Lawrence, on one of these Saturday streams, I need videos of everybody who's listed apologizing to the two of us. Point for submissions. I need that.
My plan was just to beat up Corey next time I see him. 'Cause
I'm glad I
I'm
moved to
closer. I'll do
Alabama.
it. I'm only a couple hours away. I'm coming.
there you go.
Actually,
Oh,
I'm
I meant I live in Huntsville, Missouri.
not that far either. I'll be there.
Corey, I am in charge of the shipping and logistics for Gooey Cube. I have all of your addresses.
All right. Well, that has been episode 5. Thanks everyone for joining us for season 2, episode 5.